Hello, YouTube! Haha, I missed you. It's been a week. It's been a full week. I haven't made a video last week. I'm so sorry. Mark W. Flockhart, Super Amazon FBA Mastermind. Not really. I'm actually not talking about FBA today. Sorry, you can stop the video now if that's what you wanted. I might talk a little bit about it. I kind of rant with my my expectations. So I hope you like the volume. It's way better. I've got this. I can't show you here. The blue Yeti. It's actually black, so I don't know why they call it blue. They have a silver one, but not a blue one. I switched the microphone out, and hopefully it sounds better. I like the blue Snowball better. So I think the audio quality with the pop filter, for some reason, this one isn't working correctly. I don't know. I don't like it. Anyways, title of the video, I'm out of money. I'm broke. I got nothing. I borrowed money, like a little bit, not much. Let me show you. This is going to be more computer stuff. It's not going to get into detail, but I don't know if you guys can see this all. I'm going to kind of step aside. So see that guy? I built that computer. I showed you another video. If you already watched it, I'm not going to explain it. I built that guy. I bought that guy over here, right there. And if you can really check behind me, I'm not going to show you. There's another one. So the other one I'm going to use as my own computer. So right now I've got a really high-end GTX 1080, i7 7700K or 6700K. Let's see if I can pull it up here. It is 7700K. The KB Lake, I've got the GTX 1080, the 8 gig. I've got 16 gigs of memory, 2200 megahertz is what it's running at right now. I got an SSD drive running the hard drive for Windows, and then a bunch of terabits. So I probably like 3 or 4 terabits of drives for photos and stuff like that. This guy right here is basically the newest version of mine, the i7 8700K, the Coffee Lake. And pretty much the same thing, but it does more processing. So it's an 8-core instead of a 6-core. Doesn't matter. It basically will render videos, which is what I'm doing right now, faster. So if I'm going to do any of that, that's really the goal and the reason I want that one. But it's also got the 11 gig GTX 1080. The problem is, there is always a problem. I don't like the case. The case is great. It looks good, but it's noisy. So it's like a liquid cool system, but there's 3 fans on the front, and the way it pulls the air in, it's kind of a medium-sized case compared to mine's a fairly larger case. It's just loud. Like right now, you can't hear mine running. It's just, and it's a fan. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 4 or 5 fans running in this thing, and it's so quiet, which I love. That thing's got about 5 fans, maybe 6, and it's like a jet. So here, I'll see if maybe you can hear this. I'll just be quiet. Well, it'll kick in. Anyways, if you hear the background noise, there you go. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, it's picking it up a little bit. You can see my monitors turn it on here, so you can see that's running. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Keep it, get rid of it, swap out the systems. I think I'm going to swap them out. I don't know. I got to have the best technology. You watch my first video. I want the tech. I want it. I'll sell it, though, if I can make money. So why am I out of money? Man, sorry, I'm ranting. Hyper, it's late. I'm ready to go. Look at these. I'm out of. I bought too much stuff. So I've got everything listed but that. I'm probably not gonna sell it because I told the guy I'd probably keep it. I kind of like to stay true to what I usually say. If I piece it out, that's fine. That's different. But I'm probably gonna sell him insurance too. So it's kind of gonna be a client. Yeah. So I've got $690 into that system. I've got $1,100 into that. I actually had to borrow the $1,100 because I ran out of money to get that. So thank you, Dad. I'm going to pay him back fairly quickly. I've got $700 and something into that one, and the 690 is cheaper. So, moral of the story: buy used, don't create. That's what I did. Is I created that one, getting insurance emails. I've got tons of monitors. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 computers in this room. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 monitors in this room. It's crazy. Yeah, so that's it. I've got so much money tied up into these systems, and there's a good and a bad to it. The negative is I've got nothing else I can buy. If I find a good deal, I can't buy it and flip it. You know, I think I can only borrow so much from the daddy-o before he's like cut you off. Yeah, I mean, there's great deals, so I'm gonna make some money. I mean, I'm probably gonna make, if I were to sell this, just the graphics card, I looked it up online, is $1,000, and then there's like a M.2 kind of like an SSD that goes on the motherboard, so it's like 528 gigs. Between those 2 items, nothing else, I made my money back. So that's not including the 2 monitors that I got with it, which are whatever, they're like $50. And then that's not including the RAM, which, if you can see it, I don't know if you can see the little white lights in there. That's the RAM. That's the expensive stuff because it's got LEDs on it, because you gotta be cool. That thing is expensive. I mean, I'm probably $150, $200 just in the RAM, the 16 gigs of RAM. The motherboard's $50. He's got this. There's a hard drive in there. It's a 10,000 RPM hard drive. It's what is it, like? I don't know, super hard drive or something crazy like that. A Raptor hard drive or something like that. But that's $250 just for the 1 terabit hard drive because it runs so fast. So there's a lot of good stuff in it. A lot of quality stuff I could sell. I mean, I could make $500 like that, but I could sell mine for $1,500 and make $500 too. Keep that one. In the end, I've got an upgrade. It doesn't cost me anything. I don't lose anything. That's the end of the story. That's it. That's a lot. I rambled. I hope you guys are doing good. Insurance is going great, and that's part of the reasons I'm not doing an FBA thing today. I didn't really do any research this week. I've kind of taken it a little bit easy, and I've actually enjoyed that piece of it. I kind of feel like if you're watching me, you're fairly new to Amazon, or you're just getting some good tips that I've learned that they're just out there, right? If you want advice in that department, message me. The best way is on, I don't have a whole lot of followers on there, but you can go to Instagram. I'm constantly checking that. That's really the best way. It's Mark W. Flockhart. It's on Instagram there. Yeah, I'd be happy to give advice if you want me to look at something. Definitely. I think I've kind of honed in the product research portion, product launch and all that stuff. The maintaining part, I'm really laxly doing that, so I'm not really your guru there. And this is all free. So thank you, Gary V, for giving the advice that, the value you add is the stuff you give for free. Take away the barrier in between, which is money. So I'm not charging anything for this, and just build an audience, so to speak. And that's really, for me, my audience is people that want to connect, people that like doing computers, or people that like buying and selling retail arbitrage. That's it. The last thing, I'm going to cover one last thing. I know I went on. You got to hear this. So that leads me into talking about the next steps. Sell these, make as much money as I can. But if you're just starting off and you're not quite sure what to do, how to make money, if you need money now, you need a job. You need to find something you can do. You need to go online, maybe do typing videos, maybe do those sketch videos where you can do, you can animate drawings for people with no skill. You can just download a program for like $200 a month, but you make $500 a month, so you're gaining. There's that. Ooh, I got a message on one of my computers. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, you really need to get something started there and build kind of like a bankroll. The biggest thing I see with a lot of these FBA people is they've been in it, and once you see them out a year from now, I guarantee you, go follow these guys. I probably found about 15 people specifically that I think are doing well, that are fairly newer, probably within the last 3 years. But look at what they're doing and look at what they say a year later. So their regrets, and this is very common, and maybe I'll just make a separate video next week about this, but their regrets are that they didn't put it all into one product, and they didn't diversify the product and look for other products. They like to just focus on one, search, 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 search. Oh, here's a good one. Does it fit? Does it fit? Does it fit? Yes. Do it. Don't stop searching. Done. I found it. Right? And then they don't track it for the 2 weeks to 3 weeks, and then they spend all their time, and then they realize it's not a good product. Now they're bummed out. They just spent 3 weeks tracking a product, never looked for a new one. They're just completely out of the water, nothing going on, and they're just, you know what, this doesn't work. It's not for me. It's too much work. You know, versus the guy that goes in full force, finds 10 products, find 5 at least, 5 good ones, and then just take them, research them. 4 of them will fall off, 3 of them will fall off, and you've got 2 good products. And then pick one of them, unless you can afford both, then do both. Pick one of them and run with it, right? Make sure it's different. It has to be different. Don't copy anybody. It doesn't work. It's just a race to the bottom if you copy. Sure, you'll make maybe $1,000, maybe $10,000, right? $50,000, whatever. But it will die. If you want this long term where you can go to the beach and not worry about your income, that's something different. Anyways, I'll make a whole video on that for you guys next week. I think that's going to be my next topic. Let me know. What are you guys doing? Are you happy? Are you doing good? Are you going to start arbitraging? How much do you want to build up? What kind of products are you going to look for? What questions do you have? I will see you in the next one.